It was about 6 months ago, back when schools were open and the afternoons were long and quiet.
I remember it clearly, the day we decided to summon a soul. There were 3 of us: me, Sasha, Joe, and Maya. We were all drawn to scary things, obsessed with ghost stories, horror movies, and dark mysteries. It was supposed to be just another thrill, a harmless game to fill the boredom of school life. None of us truly believed anything would happen. That day, our class was nearly empty because the others had gone home early. We were on the afternoon shift, and by 7:30 p.m., the sun outside had dimmed slightly behind grey clouds. I still remember how Sasha whispered, "Let's do it now, before anyone comes." We pulled the curtains tightly, shutting out every bit of light until the classroom sank into a strange twilight. The air felt heavier somehow, still, silent, waiting. I arranged the papers, candles, and a few symbols I'd seen in summoning movies. I didn't follow one single ritual. Instead, I combined several I'd read about, like a foolish experimenter who didn't know what kind of fire he was playing with. At first, everything was normal. The flickering candlelight danced across the desks, and we giggled nervously at how dramatic it looked. But slowly, the laughter faded. I started to feel something thick in the air. A strange heaviness pressed down on our chests. It wasn't fear yet, just a deep, uneasy stillness, as though the classroom itself was holding its breath. Sasha looked around and whispered, "Do you feel that?" Joe nodded. "Maybe it's just the air. Let's finish this." So we did. We said the words, followed the steps, and ended the game the way the instructions said to. When it was over, everything went quiet. The air lightened. We opened the curtains, laughed a little, and promised never to do something so stupid again. By the time we left school, everything seemed perfectly normal. For a week, life went on as usual. But the second week changed everything. It started with Sasha. He came to school pale, trembling, his eyes bloodshot. "I saw something last night," he whispered, pulling us aside. He told us that around 9 o'clock the night before, he had gone to the bathroom. The house was silent, except for the ticking of the clock in the hallway. But as soon as he stepped inside, he heard something. A deep, rattling breath, like someone suffocating. At first, I thought it was my dad, Sasha said. But the voice, it was too old, too broken. Then came the words. He said an old man was calling, a voice rough and cold, murmuring things he couldn't understand. His heart pounded, and before he could move, the bathroom light flickered. And then he saw him, standing right there by the mirror. An old man, tall and crooked, with deep wounds carved across his face as if slashed by a knife. His hands were swollen, covered with dark lumps like tumors. And his eyes, they were the color of blood, glowing faintly like those of a goat in the dark. Sasha said the old man opened his mouth as if to speak, but before a sound came out, the room spun, and Sasha fainted. When he woke up, he was in a hospital bed. His family said they had found him unconscious on the bathroom floor and claimed he must have imagined everything, that he was exhausted, maybe dreaming. But Sasha swore the old man was real. A few nights later, it was Joe's turn. He told us that around midnight, while studying, he noticed something strange. The objects on his computer desk, a pen, a notebook, a glass of water, began to move. At first, I thought it was just my imagination, Joe said, but then I heard him. A whisper, dry and rasping, filled the room. "What do you want from me?" The voice came again and again, closer each time. Joe turned on the light, but the moment he did, every single notebook and book flew from the desk and crashed onto the floor. He didn't sleep that night. The next day, I heard the third story. This time from another classmate, Maya, who had joined our game but rarely spoke about it. She said that one evening, while helping her mother set the dinner table, she saw the same old man standing on the right side of her mother, silently watching. His face was just as Sasha had described, scarred, wounded, with those burning red eyes fixed directly on her. She said her body froze. She couldn't scream or move, only stare. Her mother's voice broke the spell. "Why are you standing there like that? Come help me." And in that instant, the old man vanished, as if he had never been there. What terrified me most was that nothing ever happened to me. No whispers in the night, no red eyes in the dark, no moving objects. Sometimes I wonder if that's worse, because the others were haunted. They saw what they feared. But I'm left waiting, wondering why he never came for me. Maybe he's still watching, waiting for the right moment to appear. Maybe the soul we summoned only chose one of us to claim, and the others were just warnings.